EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the Aviators of St. Louis taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They go again with Pierce. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Side has got it, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
The start of
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Corral
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets that time. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and throw the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Through the middle of the field, and touchdown! Davante Adams, 34 yards. And the Aviators lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Well, it winds up falling incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking on the midfield logo. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. first and 10. It's Pierce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A gain of 14. First down, Aviators.
17-0 our score after one. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's first and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him. Back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Corral sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Switching it up, Corral will throw here. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man downfield is Davis. Unable to corral him, he fights through. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. Give to Pierce. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. From the 35, here's second down and 7. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air, it could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from that such an early partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Corral. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here, Corral. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Corral on 1st down. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A run for Pierce on the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job of improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next, the score, Aviators 27, Seahawks 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Perez throw into the hands of Fang. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing here, Corral. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Quick throw by Corral, completed all wide. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try for the first with Walker. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Giving the football to Davis on an out route.
And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Corral sets up play action. Out right to Smith and Jigba.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Corrals, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the play fake, Corral. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He stopped after a gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Going for it with Bruce. It is going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Corral. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Here's 1st down. Now Corral. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Corral to throw. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Corral. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Corral. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Corral to throw. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Back to throw, Corral. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Corral. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Corral. The quick slant caught. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward.